Wanderers. Let's start there.
Well, it's interesting that South Africa won the toss and elected to field, and I think this is their situation they've got in the Proteas camp at the moment. They don't trust their bowlers, so everything falls on the shoulders of the batsmen. Quinton de Kock's been okay. He's been very good, actually. In Bloemfontein, he could have won us that ODI if the rain hadn't intervened. And they're expecting more of the same after his heroics in Centurion. Because they'll be batting second. Right now, the bowlers, they've got one wicket. Rabada got the wicket. But it's all to see what happens. Morris has come in for Morne Morkel. And England, worryingly, they've got Stuart Broad back. So we have to win this match to keep the series alive, and that's just the bottom line.
And we've got one more to play after this, don't we?
Yeah, we got another game in Cape Town on Valentine's Day, but that won't mean a thing if England wins today.
So absolutely.
We just have to win.
What's happened with Dale Steyn? Is he coming back anytime soon, or?
No, well, I mean, he's nursing injuries left and right.
Okay.
And that's the problem that the Proteas are having. They just cannot find a decent replacement. There just seems to be no succession plan at the moment. Morne.
What about Rabada? He's been doing so well.
Well, there's Rabada. He's come through, but they're talking about the fact that they need to rest him at key times as well. They need to monitor him. They can't make him shoulder all the burden of being a bowler. So Kyle Abbott has to come in, and he also has to do quite a lot of work because they can't find a balance. I mean, Morris fires, but he doesn't. And it's just the way it is at the moment.
Yeah.
The batting lineup looks far stronger at the moment than the bowling lineup.
All right, let's shift from cricket onto some continental football and PSL action. What's happening there?
Continental football, well, there's 4 South African clubs in action this weekend, and they've all got their work cut out for them. Mamelodi Sundowns, they're playing in the Champions League, and they're playing against a team called Chicken Inn. Yeah, there we go. That's what a lot of people think. But Chicken Inn, I've been informed, is a very, very serious team. They're from Zimbabwe, and they're not a bad side, and they do often supply players to the PSL.
How on earth did they get a name like that?
I think it's to do with the sponsor or something. Okay. But yeah, Chicken Inn. They don't strike fear into the heart of the opponent on first sight, but Sundowns do have to go to Zimbabwe to play them. Chiefs, they've got a far easier assignment. They go to the Comores to play the Vulcan Club, which sounds great, doesn't it?
Yeah, we all want to go to the Comores to play
and
soccer.
In Confed action, we've also got Wits. They're not doing too badly because they go to the Seychelles to play Light Stars. Now, a lot of these teams, we don't have any clue what's to make of them, and that's the key that the PSL teams have found, is that also they're going into the unknown when they're going to Africa. And the case in point is Ajax Football Club, Ajax Cape Town. They didn't want to go to Angola. They did everything in their power not to go. And SAF has eventually forced them to go and play Esperance in Angola. And they're stepping into, I think, a more established club. But it's the cost and the logistics and all the other things that come with traveling that they just didn't want anything to do. But they've been forced to do that. So that's the 4 teams in continental action. And then, of course, we've got PSL action as well. Not very exciting fixtures, but if you're relegation threatened like Maritzburg United are, it's a huge match for them against Platinum Stars, and Platinum Stars are flying at the moment. Yeah. And that's a worry for poor little Maritzburg United. Okay.
And before we run out of time, we've also got the Tshwane Open happening, and our guys seem to be doing quite well. And then also there's Super Rugby sort of brewing, or the sort of 100 and whatever teams play.
Yeah, golf, just to wrap it up quickly. We've got South Africans in the mix. George Coetzee looks like he might make a move, especially today. And then we also have Super Rugby, a lot of warm-up matches coming. The Lions, they're playing the Bulls in Polokwane, and the Stormers are going to be playing against the South American team, the Argentine team, the Jaguars, and we'll see what they're up about, because a lot of people have been making big waves about this team, so we'll see. It's a very convoluted Super Rugby fixture list this year around, so clubs have still got to get their heads around this, and this is their last warm-up before that happens.
All right, so lots happening in the sporting world. Simon Burke, thank you very much for that update. That's Simon Burke with us for our wrap of the week and the weekend sports. Well, that is where we leave it.